Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Homestand Studios 4-3 in the key. I'm your host, Justin Pooney, joined on my right flank, Jelani Goodrich-Reed.
What's going on?
Joined on my left flank, Noor Zainab. You going to say anything or are you just going to nod your head?
Nod my head.
Okay. We got an interesting show today. Of course, we're all kind of Super Bowled out. Noor was, trying to figure out what the hell's going on during the Super Bowl the whole time. She's like, "What's going on? I'm kidding."
It's true. I mean, you mean the Rihanna concert?
Yeah.
Knee slapper.
Okay.
2013. What's up?
2013. I don't understand the reference to 2013.
The way they looked at
What's
you.
what's the reference to 2013?
Nor what?
No, because
What's the reference to 2013?
that joke was big in like 2013, like back in the day, kind of deal. It's okay. We don't have to talk about it. We can just.
I have no
on.
idea what you're
we
saying.
Can just move on.
Let's
okay,
just jump right into it. First of all, shout out to LeBron James live
Why?
at the Super Bowl with his queen, Savannah, taunting those fans that were booing him. Why would you boo greatness?
I mean, it's in Phoenix.
It is in Phoenix.
Suns
the
fans,
Suns have been getting waxed by the Lakers for years. But shout out to LeBron,
though.
who was there. Shout out to Kevin Durant, who was at the Fanatics party.
D-Book was there.
D-Book was not happy the Super Bowl was in Phoenix.
That is true.
He's like, I need you all to leave my city. I like it better when it's quiet. Okay.
Facts.
He's the defender of Phoenix.
Defender
just like Austin Rivers defending
I guess
Orlando.
next time I go to Arizona with the boys from back home, we got to check in with D-Book if we want to come through.
All right.
But let's talk about the Phoenix Suns. Not only did they have Kevin Durant, but also they got Terrence Ross, former Raptor. I kind of want to talk about some of the buyouts. Reggie Jackson is going to the Denver Nuggets. We don't know where Russell Westbrook is going. John Wall got waived by the Rockets. Yeah. So, guys, I'm just going to kind of go around the horn or around the table. That's Around the Horn's a great show on ESPN. Yeah. ESPN. Tony Reality. Shout out to the real one.
Yes.
So, with Terrence Ross going to Phoenix, Reggie Jackson going to Denver, were those? Give me your opinion on those moves, and also where do you think a guy like John Wall lands? Where Russell Westbrook lands? Where are you first?
I think there's a lot of already. There's noise about Westbrook pretty much headed anywhere he wants to, because there's a bunch of teams that think they want him and they require him, and there's also certain players that are trying to make the pull to get Westbrook to their team because they're friends, they know what he's like, they understand that he's going to be a positive addition to the team, and one of those guys being Paul George. He wants to bring Russell
recruiting
Westbrook.
him.
He wants to bring him over to Clippers, but at the same time I think the Bulls are making a strong push there as well, and pretty much anyone who's a contender right now or wants to be a contender should be making a push to get someone like that on their team, because even if he's not going to be a starter for you anymore, he's proven with the Lakers that he's very much a sixth man and he can help any team just based off of what he does energetically on the court. He's always ready to go. I think he'd be able to help pretty much any contender out there, and that's why I think someone like Clippers, after giving up John Wall, might be able to benefit from him, especially like we said, after the pull that Paul George is getting. But that also means John Wall's got to head somewhere, and I don't know. Is it? Would you guys say it's kind of like over for John Wall?
I mean, it's getting there. I think with John Wall,
because who's gonna take that risk?
If I'm John Wall, I think Phoenix makes most sense for John Wall.
Maybe.
I forgot to
need bench pieces. Yep.
Yeah, I also forgot to mention Danny Green's going to Cleveland. I think that's
the return.
I think the return. Donovan Mitchell welcomed him back. I think that's a really nice pickup. Jelani, what about your boy Pat Bev?
Pat Bev, love the guy. Sixers.
I think the
Sixers.
He fits Sixers.
Fits that culture, the way he be talking and stuff.
Yeah.
He's got experience with Doc before.
That's true. So I think it could work, right?
Yeah.
I think they have a lot of guys on that team that are dogs. Like let's face it, right? And I think you need that in the Eastern Conference. I think you need that in the Eastern Conference. You're playing against other physical teams, right? You're looking at Boston, right? Milwaukee. Those are the two teams that you're trying to be like, right? Yeah. And you feel like you are maybe a few pieces away from that. Mm-hmm. You want some vets in the door on that bench, right? Maybe, as a starter, he could help you if you set some lineups in that way. Right. But yeah, I think that definitely for me right now, Pat Bev should be looking at the Sixers. Sixers should be looking at him if possible, right? And then on the point of Russell,
made in heaven.
It is like he fits Philly's culture, like
He's
just the
Philly.
way Yeah.
Easily, I could when I picture someone losing, like the team in Philly losing, and someone in the stands like throwing, like bottles and tomatoes at the team. I
That's
picture
Pat Bev.
Beverly,
Yeah.
like being in the stands, like
'Cause
fuck you, Ben Simmons, the fuck.
and he's a pest on the floor. Honestly, I would want him on my team. If I'm running a
Yeah.
team, I want Patrick Beverly. If I'm
Yeah,
on a
absolutely.
team
Mhm.
and
And
I
if
can
nothing
recruit him,
else-
I would want him.
If
right?
nothing else, he makes you
Just
go
because-
viral.
yeah.
Like he has that effect to him too.
I mean, any publicity is good publicity. They say,
Absolutely.
right?
So, yeah, I think Sixers, and then on Russell Westbrook, I mean, you talk about like the landing spots. I've been saying Clippers all this time.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
that should be the spot.
Chicago doesn't make sense to me.
Chicago, you know why? It's his connection with Billy
Billy
Donovan.
Donovan.
Yeah.
I
Right?
get that, but like,
I
they're-
think it does make sense if they're healthy,
I
but
don't
when
know.
they're not healthy, it doesn't make any
To
sense.
me,
Yeah.
it doesn't do anything,
If-
and the shooting, I mean, it hasn't been there anyway, so it
Yeah.
wouldn't be
Exactly.
like there wouldn't be a change. And then yes, you want a floor general, you lose Lonzo Ball, so I could kind of see that. But again, I don't see him working with Debo with DeMar. I don't see that
No,
working with Zach
Levine.
Levine. So
well,
I
they
fe-
got
And
the
Vucevic is
there.
UCLA
Like-
connection with Levine, and then
But do you
the-
guys feel like wherever Westbrook goes now, like he's gonna have to come off the bench, right? Like he's gonna be part.
at this
Especially
point
on
in
a
his
contending
at this
team.
point
on a
in his
contending team
career,
for sure,
Yeah.
sure.
at this point in his career, if a team's asking him to do that, he needs to understand that that's where he's at right now. I know you're still Russell Westbrook,
Yeah.
the name, right? But
I mean,
you know,
he
guys
proved
like
the Lakers. He come off
yeah,
the bench.
guys in the past, like look at Melo, right? For
Mhm.
years he didn't want to, and then he realized he has
Oh,
to. That's the only way
that's
he's gonna
what
stay.
That's why AI got booted out of the league because
Yeah.
he's going to come off the bench.
He should have had a graceful retirement. Didn't happen,
Yeah.
right? Because he didn't
Exactly.
want.
And-
So I think Russ is in the situation where he understands
And I think,
it's got to be 6.
well, speaking of coming off the bench, Zion Williamson's not coming off the injured reserve list anytime soon.
Man.
He will miss multiple weeks with a right hamstring injury.
Yikes.
They're looking at
Man.
past the All-Star break, and they didn't really, again, it's similar with every Zion injury. They don't give you very much information. You kind of don't know what's going to happen. Noor,
Justin.
I think we talked about this a couple months ago, it feels like, when he got
Yeah,
injured
we
before.
we did.
Is Zion ever going to reach his full health and ever reach his full potential with these injuries? Because it feels like we keep every couple months he comes out, plays great, then he gets hurt.
I think something in his conditioning needs to change. And once that changes and you give him some solid, like if he's able to maintain longer than he has been up until this point, then you can see that growing for him too.
Mhm.
But clearly something's wrong in the conditioning. Something's not, either the workouts are not being done right. He's exerting too much energy that needs to be preserved elsewhere. Maybe he needs to, and we talked about this too, I think earlier, where it was like, it sucks to talk about a player and their body, but you kind of have to picture Zion in that sense, because when you see him, he has mass, right? Like he has
Yeah.
mass pretty much everywhere. He's top heavy and he's bottom heavy. But when you're really that top heavy, and he's not that tall for how
For
big
his
he
position,
is, right? Yeah, he's not that tall for how big he is. So I think he packs on more weight than a normal guy for his position normally would. And because of that, because he has to run so much, because he has to jump, he has to get those dunks, all those things that he has to do, it's probably so taxing on his knees, on his legs, that something has to change in the conditioning that also goes into perhaps the diet, maybe the workouts that are being done. Maybe it needs to be centered more towards cardio currently, that makes him more, either it helps him lose the mass, or it gives him the longevity to be able to keep that stamina going whole way through and just kind of learn how to adapt with his body. Because again, I think it's the big factor. What we're all seeing is the fact that it's his body type, right? Like that's going to be a problem.
And Jelani, when you look at him, right, like you see him play, he puts up massive numbers. He's dominant
he's
force.
good.
He's
He's
a
really
dominant.
good.
He's not a bust, right?
No.
But he's a what if? Like what if he just can he stay
That's what
healthy?
I'm
No,
saying,
just
man.
even for 65 games a year.
Yeah,
65 games a year.
That's all I'm asking
Like
for.
65 games a year, can you stay healthy? And I don't know if you can.
I don't know if he can either. And we saw this since Duke, right? His
Yeah.
injury history. It's like now a laundry list of just injury after injury after injury. And the problem is he has so much talent. He has so much upside. That's why everyone in the league
Literally
did
unstoppable.
anything they could
Unstoppable.
to get that number 1 pick. Everyone in their power, they tried their best to get that number 1 pick when he was coming out, because they knew this guy could change the fortunes of
He
your
was the
city,
next LeBron.
of your franchise.
Yeah.
Like, so if you're the Pelicans, man, you're at a point where it's like also with BI too, Brandon Ingram. They're always in and out of the lineup. This is like Kawhi PG. Like these guys can never play at the same time, it seems, right?
Yeah.
So it's very tough
I want to
because
get the numbers on how often they play together.
it's probably not a lot.
Yeah.
You can look that up. But right now they're 7th in the West. But the problem is the West is so like attached. Like they're all together, right? At like that 500 marker, right above it.
Yeah.
So and they went on a stretch of losing games once he got hurt. So can they even stay afloat? You got the number?
Yeah, Zion Williamson's played 93 games with Brandon Ingram.
Ridiculous.
That's crazy.
That's ridiculous.
And when he plays with Brandon Ingram, he averages 25 points per game.
Yeah, they go crazy
7
together.
rebounds,
That's an
3
amazing
assists,
team
right?
if they're both playing
They
them
go crazy
together.
together.
Let's
So-
CJ McCollum, Jonas Valanciunas.
Yeah,
Like,
they're-
imagine that team.
They're a good team. They're a good
Yeah.
playoff caliber team, but you need your guys,
Need
and
help.
you need a guy like Zion Williamson to contend in the Western Conference. So moving forward, and this is the question. Like everyone was like, yes, he's gonna be good, but can he stay healthy moving forward, right? For his career. And last point, I'm just saying, like, I don't know, the Pelicans medical staff. We need
Saints
to talk
medical
about them.
staff too. NFL too.
The Saints, they're owned by the same people. There's some issues in New Orleans with the Bayou.
injuries,
I don't know
man.
what's going on down in the Bayou, but the Bayou boys,
Mike Thomas,
they don't get
they don't
get treated properly.
Zion
I don't
never
know.
plays?
I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah.
Something has to be done because now my expectation is it's either okay. So he's gonna miss more time, right? Is this gonna stretch all the way till the end of the season? Like, is he gonna be done for the end of the season, or is it a case where he's gonna be out for a minute and a half, and then you try to ease him back by playoff time, or is it gonna be too late, right? So I don't know.
I will say this.
He reminds me of Day-to-Day Davis.
I will say that when Noor had a good point about like his diet and stuff like that, and
Little me.
Yes, Miss Raptors.
yo, that's what we call Riz right there.
That's not
You left me
Riz,
dap-
bro.
you left me
Oh, sorry, man.
You change the
Ahem.
definition of Riz every hour.
The definition of Riz with you can change no matter what. No, I'm kidding. But back to
Oh man,
What's the time?
anyway.
Shams Pooney.
Thank you. Shout out to Shams, you're a real one. But yeah, what I was saying was Nuri made a very good point about how like I think Zion really needs to, and they said he was in good shape and stuff like that before the season started, but I really want to see Zion slim down because it's so taxing on his, and all his injuries are lower extremities on his legs, hamstrings. That takes so much physical energy and force and torque with the way he jumps, how explosive an athlete is, but how much weight he's carrying around on him. And I know that's what makes him so effective in the post. But I think for the longevity of his career, he might just need to slim down and really work on the skills of a jump shot and stuff like that, where he can maintain his athleticism, but also
But lean on something else.
lean on something other than just the athleticism. And I think that's the biggest thing. Now, before we say goodbye and bon voyage for today's episode, anything you guys want to really talk about? Let's go. What any NBA stories you really want to talk about catching your eye? Justin Holiday to the Mavericks?
No, I think Crowder's gonna be playing for the first time in a long time very soon.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be something fun. But no, beyond that, honestly,
No Raptors.
it's about to be
venture?
All-Star Week. It's about to be All-Star Weekend. They're about to go. I mean, God,
Utah.
yeah. Sorry about that. First of all, going to Utah for All-Star. If I'm a player, I'm actively trying to not make the All-Star game.
Well, I
To
mean,
not
Steph's
go
not
to
going to be
Utah.
there.
There's no
KD's
night
not
life.
going to be
Yeah, like
there.
all the reserves
Except
are gonna
there's,
be
like,
shut.
no
And
clubs.
I guarantee you, like someone like Pascal sitting at home, like, oh, thank God I get to go to Cabo. Like, let me enjoy it. Like,
Nope.
oh shit,
Well, he
oh,
actually
you're
said
ringing
that.
up
He said
to
that.
Salt Lake City.
Remember he said, like, when they asked him last week, like, why are you going, what are your thoughts? He's like, I really don't
Yeah,
care.
like, time
My
off.
mind's changed. Like, I'm more
Jimmy Butler said the same thing. I get
Yeah.
time with my family. I could chill. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Now,
well,
if
now
it was
he has
in
to go, but-
LA
Or New
or
York or something
Chicago,
big. you know?
Atlanta, or something like that, then
Yeah, Atlanta, Magic City, but-
I actually have a question for you guys.
Yeah.
wow.
Okay, ready?
Yes.
You
Ready,
were-
Eric? You can also participate in this one.
Jeez.
Okay, so based off of the new alien findings that are just everywhere, like I don't know if they're Chinese spy balloons, I couldn't tell yet, but I'm gonna just play along for a second and say yes, they're
Live in fantasy
aliens.
land?
Yes, the aliens are making contact with the Earthlings right now.
Mhm.
Who is the athlete that you would want to be the human ambassador to meet those aliens?
LeBron.
Oh my God.
Yeah, LeBron.
Because
yeah.
he's intellectually sound.
Yeah, LeBron. For
He's
sure.
a
He
good.
can't finish a book, Jelani.
LeBron. Yeah, for sure.
Don't do
LeBron.
that.
I have to bring that up.
No,
There's like 7 books he needs to read through first before he gets there.
LeBron has experience in saving the world. Shout out to Space Jam 2.
Eric, I need
Oh,
your
man.
answer. And hopefully it's a good one. Hopefully it's a good one. What's your answer?
I don't know. It wouldn't be a hockey player, so.
This guy's trying to spit some hockey riz right now.
But
It
no,
should be a hockey player.
it'd be LeBron.
Who would yours be?
No.
Honestly,
Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi don't talk.
To
That's
be
not gonna
frank,
work.
no,
He's
to
not gonna
be-
say anything.
No, but he might like fit into the alien.
Bro does not
theme.
talk.
He's
As an
less
ambassador.
He's less human. Than he's closer to being alien. So I
LeBron's
feel like
literally
it'd be
the
like,
ambassador of the NBA.
LeBron,
right now.
yeah, literally LeBron.
LeBron's gonna go up to them and show them like his 1,000 stories on Instagram. Like,
Yeah,
oh, look
what's
at what
wrong
I
with
ate
that?
today.
If
Look
not,
at me
then-
rapping today and not knowing what
LeBron's
the
gonna
words
give him
are as
that
I'm rapping
Lobos.
through
Yo,
them.
LeBron, actually, can you send some Lobos tequila over here? Like,
Yeah, man.
Who would actually be my ambassador?
If not, like I could see Steph Curry doing it though.
Yeah, I like
Steph.
Steph. I think
Steph's an
Curry's a
wholesome
good
guy.
one. I think
No,
Curry's a
Klay
good one.
Thompson might be a good one.
Clay, I don't know, man.
He's funny.
With the aliens, man. I
He's
don't
funny,
know.
bro.
I could see
He might
Steph.
be
Definitely
too
not.
funny.
Definitely
Might
not
be too
John
weird.
Morant. John Morant might have a fucking red laser on trying to.
Oh man.
You're the wrong
No
hood,
Grizzlies.
man.
No
You're in the
Grizzlies.
wrong
No,
hood.
are you kidding me?
No
We gotta
Grizzlies.
wipe Grizzlies before anybody makes contact.
Yeah,
I think
no.
Grizzlies are gonna be like the bad guys. They're gonna be what's the Walking Dead?
The
The-
Monstars. Shout out to Space Jam 1.
Yes. It's better
Michael
than two.
Jordan could be a good one actually.
Mike's just
But
gonna
were
be
we
Give us
playing?
an
Were
MJ.
we doing current players?
Mike's
Okay,
just
fine,
gonna be
let's do current
smoking.
players,
Mike's
current
gonna be
players.
smoking cigars.
She's doing whatever it takes to not say LeBron James.
Just say LeBron.
No, are you
LeBron-
joking?
LeBron comes
James
out
could
and
not
speaks
be the
on
one.
social issues. He speaks on everything, really, on his Twitter and
Don't make me
IG.
say it. I'm gonna say it.
Come
I don't
on.
wanna say it. Don't make me say it. Wait, I need 1 second though. Actually, maybe Giannis, because I think Giannis is too likable.
Did you guys see
Giannis,
right?
Giannis's?
Yeah, I
Speaking
can
of
see
Giannis, did you
that.
see
Right,
Giannis's new
right?
trademarks?
No.
Yes, I did.
I'll show you.
They're pretty cool.
Oh.
They're pretty
Giannis.
nice. But yeah, no, I can see Giannis doing
I
that.
think Giannis would be a good one. Giannis
Yeah.
would be like personable, likable.
He is likable.
He's very, very
likable guy.
likable.
Giannis Antetokounmpo files for
Yeah.
multiple trademarks, including Stay Freaky,
Oh.
Freaky Show, and Unseen Freaky Hours. And the E and the A in Freaky is 34.
It's Giannis Antetokounmpo creating an OnlyFans channel, and getting
could
ready
be.
for it.
Well, remember he had the stuff with Drake, the Freak Nike shirt. I actually have one at home.
And we know he's a dog.
Anyway,
We gotta go now. We gotta go.
that's all the time we got for 3 in the
Wrap this
Key.
shit up.
Noor Zainab, Jelani Goodrich, of course,
sir.
Justin Pooney. We'll be back this week to talk more about the NBA.
Oops.
And yeah, stay easy, be breezy, and yeah,
De'Aaron Fox is an all-star. Light the beam. Go Raptors.
go Anthony Edwards.
Go Raptors.
Funky dope.